Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today is hashtag cathysowinghappiness, in which we'll have our drawing at the end of the video. But first, let's have our shout out to Judy, Susan's Heartstrings, Joyce, Sarah, Amu, ex-Cajun Grandma, Rose, Elizabeth, and Lori. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to set this aside and let's get started. So I have entitled today's video Falling in Love with a Fall Shaker Card. So once again, I have my CD envelope. Now, this is a quick, easy, and beautiful way to cover those CD envelopes. I'm going to use this right here. It's Art Deco, dazzling metallic, and this is festive green. Now, I have made some to show you. And I can show you what one made with this looks like, and then this color and this color. I can show you all the ones at the end, and it's really, really interesting how different colors with the exact same print for the window, what they look like when you add the different color to it. So let's go ahead and just paint on our shaker card. So directly onto the shaker card, I'm just painting, and it's quick, it's easy, and it really is quite beautiful. So I'm just going to paint this on. When I get to the circle part, all I do is just gently pull my brush along the edge. Now my brush is an angle brush, and I don't know what kind of bristles they are. Sometimes people ask me. I don't know. I've had these things for so long. I have no idea. I'm not a painter, so I just don't know about these things. It came in a pack. It was not expensive. I didn't buy it separately, so it was probably a pack that had an assortment, and it was probably fairly inexpensive. And I don't know if they're natural or acrylic bristles. I have no idea. There's a little gnat on my hand. Okay, so I'm just laying this down. I wanted to see if I could use all this paint and then I could go on to our next project, but it seems to be taking me just a little bit longer than I anticipated. So I'm going to continue, and I'll be right back for our next step. All right, so here we have our shaker card completely painted. Now, I did not paint the back, although you can do that. I kind of am thinking that I might use mine. Well, I didn't even really know what I was going to use mine for, to be quite honest. So I have not done anything to the back. That's optional. I'll leave that up to you. What I did do was, here where I keep my little cup of tea, I have a coaster. It's a very old coaster. I mean old. And it actually fits perfectly around the CD holder. So I cut myself a piece of cardstock. So that's what I'm using here. It's just a piece of cardstock that's about the size. Actually, it's a little big for the circle, but it'll work just fine for my purpose. So I have my paragraph stamp here. Let's put it right side up. There's my paragraph stamp. I'm going to actually attach this so it's straight. That will be better. And this is my black StazOn ink. And let's go ahead and let's stamp some words on here. So I'm putting some ink onto my stamp. I'm moving my circle right here so it just covers up the plastic or the clear, and I'm just going to stamp words on top of this green paint that we laid down. So I'm just going to go around, and I'm just using my circle to help me keep the paint or keep the stamp off of the plexiglass circle. So like this. All right, I'm going to continue. I'm going to go all the way around, and then we'll do the next step. All right, I have completely stamped around my CD envelope. I once again have that Sharpie. I'm kind of crazy about these Sharpie chisel tip permanent marker. I'm going to once again bring in my circle that I cut out from cardstock, and I'm going to place it right up against the edge of the circle of the CD case, or envelope I should say, and I'm just going to edge my envelope with some black permanent marker. It takes a little bit of time, but just take it slow and you can get it done. All right, so now I find it easiest to use a ruler, and I just place I'm using my lines here. I just place it just so it barely will get a little black onto my envelope, and I just pull it straight down, because I tend to kind of veer off sometimes. I don't know if my hand's not too steady, but it really works well. Now, I'm going to finish this. In my examples, I have a green one that I have not used the marker on, and you can see what that looks like. Maybe you don't want to do this part, and you can see the two differences. It's really, I just think it's neat when you get to see two different things, how they look side by side to each other. I'm going to finish this, and then we'll continue. All right, so I have it all lined all the way around the square, the rectangle I should say, and the circle. Next, I have this bag. I bought it, you buy a few of them together. I bought it at the craft store, and I really love this print on here. So I decided to make all my shaker cards with this as the background for the fall theme. So I have trimmed a piece, a side of this bag right here. So this will fit right into the envelope. Get this open. Get this inside here. Well, heaven's sakes. There we go. Well, it's caught on that little... For heaven's sakes, Kathy, get this in the envelope. It's caught on this piece right there. Okay. Oh, my stars. Oh, my stars. It's still caught on that piece. There, it's finally in. Look how beautiful that looks after all that. Oh, my goodness. I think that is spectacular. I really do. Now, I'm just going to trim this. So I'm going to mark it with my pencil. And I don't think I'm pulling it all the way out. I had such trouble getting it in. I'm just going to trim this, just like this. All right. Slip it right back in. Now I'm going to take my Tombow glue, and I'm just going to add a little bit of glue onto my, no wait, we don't want to glue it that way. Just a second. All right, we'll want to take our Tombow glue, and we want to glue it onto the back of the envelope. So I'm just going to add my glue just a little bit here at the top of this envelope, and it will hold it in nicely. I won't have to pull it out and glue it all over, unless you want to. If you want to do that, you can. All right, so now we're at this stage. Now next what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in some sequins. They're different size sequins. These are gold. These are kind of a, what is that color? Rose gold color. And I'm just going to place a few of these into my shaker card. I don't add a ton of them. That's just my preference. I just add a few. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to seal this closed. I'm sealing my CD envelope closed. There we go. None of those sequins are going to get out now. Put my lid back on and let's decorate our envelope. All the ones that I'm going to show you have been decorated all different. All of them are different. Look at this that I got at the thrift store, you guys. I paid 50 cents for it. Look how old it is. Oh my goodness, it's so old. Metallic braid, 3 yards. I paid 50 cents. I have no idea how much it was originally. I don't think I could possibly tell. But that is an old, old card. All right, enough about that. I have a Tracy Fox label that I thought would be absolutely adorable right here at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add this to the bottom, just like this. All right, and now I'm going to take my metallic, and it is metallic too. I'm going to just make kind of a little bow, shall we say, maybe do a couple of loops on each side. I think that might be what we need. So I'm pulling it to get the creases out. That's all I need to do because it's very kind of rubbery feeling actually. All right, so now I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right here. I'm going to see if I can get this to get glued down without losing all of my bow here. I'm sure I'll have to add some more. There we go. There, that'll work. Just straightening up as it dries here. There we go, like that. Oh, that's going to be perfect on there. And then I have one of the wax seals that we made in a recent video. Now I'm thinking that maybe I need a little bit of black lace. Let me grab it. All right, I have a little strip of black lace. So I'm going to just trim off the corners and make it round so it's not so harsh. So I'm just rounding the corners here. And then I think I will put some glue on here. And then I'm going to just kind of pucker it so it's puckered. There we go. Oh yeah, that looks good. See how I've kind of puckered it? Made it kind of like a little flower. Now I'm going to add a little bit more of the glue, and once again, I'm not going to place it right away. I don't want my wax seal to melt, and that's what will happen if you add it too quickly. You will melt your wax seal. Oh my goodness, I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me show you this one. I just drew some swirlies, added another label. I added some white ribbon because there's a white pumpkin here. I added some flat back pearls and a little bit of silk flower. Now here's the one that I was telling you about that I did not add the black to. Do you see how the black really makes it pop? Now there's nothing wrong with this one, but when you bring this one in, oh, that kind of changes things. So this one has a silk flower and some thin ribbon and another label. I have another one here with a shabby dabby doodah bow and a Tracy Fox label. And then I have one that I actually put some fabric edging on, and one of those little flowers we made with the wax seal and a little bit of ribbon and a red label here. Oh my goodness, they're all different. Now this is another thing I was going to show you. This says the 24 karat, so that's this one. So if you like this one, this color right here, this is the color that it was. This is where I got it from. It's Art Deco 24 karat gold. Okay, that's this color. And this color, let's see, I wrote them on the back, light gold. light gold. Here it is, light gold or clear. That's this one if you happen to like that color. And the art, this is Craft Smart light gold or clear. Okay. And then this green one, if you like the green one, this is Art Deco Dazzling Metallic Festive Green. That's the color there. And then this one was another, oh, this is Champagne Gold. Where's Champagne? Here's the Champagne Gold. So I'm not sure how I could possibly display this that you can see. That's this one. This one's Champagne Gold. That's this one. This one is the light gold or clear. That's this one. And this one is the 24 karat. So let me see if I can get this in the picture and maybe you can see which one you like the best. Look, they're all different. Oh my goodness, I get so excited. Oh my stars. Okay, so let me set this aside and let's have our drawing for this week's Happy Mail. And some of you might be saying, what is all this about? What's the drawing for? This drawing is my way of paying it forward for thanking all of you for helping me spread happiness. Simple acts of kindness won't change someone's life, but it can change their outlook for the day, which will really help someone immensely. Simple acts, opening doors for people, letting people in line at traffic, letting someone go ahead of you at the grocery store. That's all it's about. Tell me your act of kindness towards another person in the comment section below. Now, you'll have to check back next Sunday because if you enter this week, we have the drawing next week, and that's how you get in the fishbowl. Make sure if you enter that you're entering into the most current hashtag cathysowinghappiness video, okay? Who is the winner this week? Let's see who wins. The winner is, I got glue all over my fingers, L. Nadine Brock Harris. L. Nadine Brock Harris. You have won Happy Mail from me to you as my way of paying it forward. You guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.